5 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, the former WBA featherweight champion of the world, Stevie Cruz. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks and also weighing an even 125 pounds, this native of Mexico is now fighting for the Ten Goose organization in Van Nuys, California. His professional record, 24-0, 20 by KO. He currently holds the state title in California in this division. Ladies and gentlemen, Rafael Ruelas.
Okay, gentlemen, I've given you both your instructions in the respective dressing rooms with the NABF supervisor. Are there any questions? Give me a good, clean fight and obey my commands at all times. Good luck.
Rafael Ruelas taking that quantum leap upwards to face a former champion and a guy who still feels he can be champion. That's one thing about this fight, I think, Al. Stevie Cruz is not a guy who just once was. He still wants to be.
Absolutely, and 27 is not ancient, even though, yes, he's been through a lot of wars and a lot of tough bouts. It's really one of our most, I think, competitive and significant bouts in recent months.
And I think it will be interesting to see how Stevie Cruz decides to fight him. As you look at the knockout ratio, Ruelas, of course, Ruelas rather, who has not fought the caliber competition Stevie Cruz has, with an 83% knockout record. The interesting thing is that Cruz, nice combination by Cruz, drove Ruelas into the corner. If Cruz decides to swarm Ruelas, it'll be interesting to see how Ruelas performs. Now, the Goosens feel Ruelas is a tough fighter in close, despite the fact that he's got long arms.
That is true, and he has a lot of mental toughness as well. There's no question Stevie Cruz, that little burst, which is uncharacteristic of him early and about, was designed to test Rafael Ruelas. He wanted to see what's this guy have. And I'll tell you what, he and David Gorman, as they told us this morning, were not that impressed with Ruelas. They didn't think he was that good. Now, they may find out differently, but they said he doesn't have that much. We'll beat him easily. Strong words.
Very strong word. And from people who don't often give you that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of bravado with those guys.
Precisely, from either Stevie Cruz or Dave Gorman. We'll see if that confidence is well founded.
Ruelas is a guy so far in his career that can get you out of there with one punch.
He has a good left hand, a good left hook, but sometimes he throws it so wide, it may offer an option for Cruz to come inside it with that good straight right hand. See, look how wide that left can come.
And you saw Cruz throw the right hand. He missed with it, but it could be an indication of things to come.
And I'll tell you what else. Rafael's throwing that left very slow. That one got there. Not throwing it as quickly as I have seen him do it before. But there's the jab, and there's the right behind it.
And it was a good right.
From the outside, there is no question Ruelas should handle this fight.
And right now, Cruz is content to fight him outside. Nice combination by Ruelas and another good left hand. Drove Cruz into the ropes.
This is not new for Stevie Cruz. He's had tough early rounds in bouts before and come back. So while Rafael Ruelas is doing extremely well here in round one and should get the credit for it, you don't want to be sitting there counting Cruz out of this bout. But Rafael is getting there with that right hand.
He had a very good last half of the first round.
For me, man, that's why he's getting catching you, because you pull back, you stay real close, okay? Understand? You stay close, stay close, don't jump back. Stay close. That way you can start working on the body and bring him back to the head.
Words to the wise, stay close, and here's why they're saying that. Good straight right hand, right on the chin by Ruelas. And see, he continues to punch, always finishes off those combinations. And working to the body as well. See this left hand and right underneath by Ruelas.
And the advice, as you heard in the corner, stay close. Dave Gorman leaning over the ropes. Meanwhile, in the corner of Rafael Relis, that's Joe Goosen, Greg Goosen on the outside of the ropes.
Let's go, second, get out of there.
And third brother Dan in the suit in the audience.
He's the manager.
That's right. He's got his manager's suit on tonight, too, doesn't he?
Yes. There were a couple of little mini dramas in that first round. First, Cruz trying to test Relis early, finding him not wanting, and then oh my!
Tremendous combination. Started off with a right hand. I think that was the one that set him up. Does not appear to be greatly hurt. I think it was a delayed effect to the right hand, despite the fact it's a 3 or 4 punch combination.
Well, they're finding out, Stevie Cruz, that Rafael Relis is a tough competitor and does have skills.
And a right hand by Cruz. They say no knockdown, but it was mighty close.
I thought it was a knockdown, and I thought Cruz hit him when he was down also. I think that was a knockdown. See, and that's why you can't get careless against Cruz. That sneak right hand can knock anybody in his division down. Anybody.
A lot of bombs being thrown early in this fight.
And remember, he had Jorge Paez hurt.
Neither man seems hurt now. Good left hand by Relis.
Stevie Cruz is relying on his left hook more than his right hand. He's in a hooking contest with Relis. That isn't going to get it done for him.
Boy, Relis really popping that right hand.
What will get it done for Cruz is what scored what I believe was a flash knockdown, and that's the right hand. But look how Relis, obviously not hurt when he was hit with that right hand too badly, because he is right on the attack.
And that right hand is just getting there at will, and he's got Cruz in trouble.
Cruz fighting back on instinct, but certainly hurt.
And that they will call a knockdown. And again, it was a cumulative knockdown. But there's still a long way to go.
There's no free knockdown rule in this bout. So he's been knocked down twice, but there is no mandatory 3 knockdown rule.
Cruz is hurt, no question about it. See if Relis jumps on him, doesn't try to get him out of there.
And Relis doing a great job of keeping his distance, not being in position to get countered.
Keeping his distance and keeping his cool.
Yes.
Boy, Relis, for a guy who is sort of lean, is a heavy-handed puncher.
He hits very hard, especially with the straight right hand. And Stevie Cruz finding that out. Cruz has been in with the best in his division.
That uppercut was a little short, but not the right hand, and down goes Cruz again for a 3rd time. No 3 knockdown rule, so the fight will go on. But what a round for Rafael Relis. Tubby Gibson wisely will let it go. Huge round for Relis. You can make a case for a 10-7 round here.
Yes, you certainly could.
You're letting him get you on the end of the damn punch.
How you feeling? How many times you get knocked out? How you feeling? Where are you?
All right, Steve. You're not cutting the distance down. You gotta slip
Well,
in
we
and-
know how many times he was knocked down. It was 3. This will be the first one. Good left uppercut by Relis. And then the next one will come really from a group of punches. I don't even know if there's one specific one. We'll see. But mostly him whacking away to the body and the head. Not a specific punch there. Body shots may have done the damage. And then this next knockdown, definitely a series of punches. The right hurt him. And then again the body shot, and there goes Stevie Cruz down. Had there been a 3 knockdown rule, of course, this bout would have been ended.
But Stevie Cruz in a whole heap of trouble here as we start the 3rd round.
And right inside's where he wants to be, and that's why there he can plant punches like that left hook.
Look at the numbers in the 2nd round, huge for Relis, plus the 3 knockdowns.
And of those 51, so many were powerful shots. It's very simple for Stevie Cruz. He's got to see if he can get inside that jab and work on the inside where he can throw those short punches.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. As we look at your scorecard, the lopsided both 10-8 rounds. I assume would you give 10-7 in
I
that
made it
round?
10-7 a second. I took your advice, Barry.
I appreciate that.
No, thank you.
The fact is, and we mentioned this early in the fight, Cruz is fighting Relis' fight. And again. Huge combinations, and down goes Cruz.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's it. He had enough. That's more than a win for Rafael Relis. That is a hugely impressive win.
That is a career maker. Some wondered about this young man. He had not fought top competition yet. He had won some big matches. Some wondered, was he able to beat a world-class competitor? And boy, he answered that question decisively tonight. Because even though Stevie Cruz might not be what he was back in the days when he beat McGuigan and had a war with Asparagosa, still is a decent boxer. And this was a huge win.
And Stevie Cruz simply did not want to. I'm not saying he quit, but he had taken a horrendous beating and is just now getting up.
Yeah, he showed a lot of heart to get up after those 3 knockdowns, and this one was just too much. And this young man, 19 years old, 19 years old. When people are just starting their boxing career, he is at a plateau, winning an NABF title tonight, and certainly on the verge of a world title shot.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people avoiding him, I would think. Let's get the official word now from Michael Buffer. Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Toby Gibson reaches the count of 10 at 57 seconds of the 3rd round. The winner by knockout victory. He now has the NABF Featherweight Championship from Van Nuys, California, Rafael Ruela.